Why is there so much struggle in life, and what do we get out of it? Today, we will be unpacking the 6th Sacred Indigenous Teaching. People can acquire new gifts, but they must struggle to do so. The process of developing new personal qualities is called true learning. Hoichka. Hi, I'm Yellow Hand Spirit Woman. I have been a practicing shaman for over 30 years and have been blessed with learning from traditional indigenous healers and healers and seers throughout the United States, learning from all walks of life. The reason for these teachings is to provide tools for your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical being to move through this world and its struggles with knowing, awareness, love, and more ease. I look forward to sharing my energy and knowledge. Firstly is the teaching, and I will draw upon the myth of the phoenix rising out of the ashes. Then 2 insightful stories to see this experience in action. And lastly, I will close with a meditation. If you are learning and enjoying this content, please like and subscribe and share and comment. In order for me to grow and reach a larger audience, your support is vital. All right, let's get on with it. Our spiritual growth and development does not come from what is already whole and healthy in us. Our growth comes from our undeveloped and shadow side. This is expressed within our hardest times and most difficult relationships. When we choose to go within and delve into our being, meaning the good, the bad, and the ugly, we strengthen our spirit and attain understanding of our difficult experiences, and subsequently receive gifts from the Creator. You don't need to delve into past lives. Whatever your spirit needs to grow is present and happening in your life now. Whatever you haven't healed from the past is expressing itself in your relationships today. That is why we recreate similar experiences until we have acquired the truth that will set you free. Importantly, understanding it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. This may be difficult to change your perspective, but this is where magic and freedom reside. By becoming a silent witness or bystander to your current situation, it is easier to look at the big picture. You will see all the moving parts from a neutral standpoint, and you will see what this struggle is offering you. How far you burn is determined by how long you resist change. Being a silent witness speeds up personal growth, and you will develop an increased understanding of self and others. Unwinding our programming, which is the matrix, will move you into a position of personal power and true learning. One must question everything that we have been told and everything that we believe to be true. The matrix is not outside of you. The matrix is in you and experienced within the mind and ego. Think of what you were told as a child, what programs were instilled in you. Our programs and ego move us away from our true self and distract us. Every time you catch a thought that doesn't serve you, even if you have had the same thought 100 times, it is a victory because you are moving out of that self-limiting belief and moving you closer to becoming a true master of self. The phoenix is a bird of legend, of power, of alchemy, renewal, and resurrection that dies by bursting into flames and is reborn from its ashes. It holds the key to alchemy by transmuting death to rebirth, where the ending is only the beginning. The phoenix rises above the ashes. To rise like a phoenix from the ashes means to emerge from a catastrophe stronger, smarter, and more powerful. We too can adopt the mythos of the phoenix bird and harness our power to resurrect beyond our limitations and challenging circumstances. To die to the old, to make way for the new, to let go of old habits, our harmful thoughts, limiting beliefs, and old patterns that no longer serve us. We can unleash them as we express and release the anger, the rage, the exasperation, and frustrations of repetitive patterns, of those burning emotions that eat away at us. When we crash and burn, let yourself feel the death of the old, the surrender and letting go. It is important to honor the passage of sadness, of momentary defeat and hopelessness. But we don't stay there, lest we fall into the victim energy and end up remaining in the ashes longer than we need to. The ashes are the evidence of old waste, the dead leaves from our trees, that which no longer serves our growth. They are the emotions that get converted and transformed into the very fuel and fertilizer that gives us energy to surge out of the pain, confusion, depression, shock, out of the stifling and limiting ways, in order to forge a new, clear path in our body, our mind, and our lives. We are firstly creatures of the earth and must embrace and release our base primal emotions, such as anger, insecurity, and competition. This allows the Kundalini, the dragon energy, to rise up and out of your lower base chakras, where the ashes of your fears, insecurities, and animal emotions are often expressed. By expressing them appropriately, we release this emotional energy into the higher chakras, where they can be repurposed for higher ways of thinking and seeing more clearly into the higher state of our human beingness. The phoenix within rises into the heights to be reborn anew. I am going to share 2 personal stories of my own phoenix rising out of the ashes experiences. In 1995, my marriage was failing after 3 years, and I had just started working with a large group of healers, and I was naive. My husband at the time was unavailable and harsh with me. He did not seem to like me or even respect me. I was devastated and believed I could use love to heal the marriage. We both had childhood trauma that had not been dealt with. We were both broken. I misunderstood how love worked. I believed if I sent him love and prayed, God would magically heal my marriage. Love became a tool to coerce my partner into loving me. When things went further south, I had a complete breakdown. I had a dark night of the soul, and I yelled at God, screamed for not making my husband want me. I couldn't believe that God wouldn't transform my marriage. I raged, I cried, I begged to no avail. I fell into a sad and exhausted state and wanted to die. That night I had a dream, and God explained to me free will and what love truly is. Love is given freely, without conditions attached. The receiver chooses what to do with the energy. That is free will. We were both lacking in self-love and wanted to control the other into being who we wanted them to be. We were both disappointed in each other. I used love to try to get love, and he used disdain to feel superior. I loved him deeply, but had to face the truth. We were too wounded to have a successful marriage. I had become ash, tormented and broken. When I first met my husband and felt an instant awareness and soul memory that we were deeply connected, I presumed this meant he and I would have a blissful and happy marriage. He is a part of my soul family. The truth was, we had a soul contract to teach each other what love and self-love is by tearing each other down. I chose to rise above the ashes and became a single mother. Ironically, after our divorce, we became good friends and experienced a friendship and a gentle love that has endured to this day. I will share a second story about when I got in my car accident that scarred my face at 15. People can acquire new gifts, but they must struggle to do so. I was a beautiful teen, but was into drugs and alcohol and partying. My life had been changed forever. I woke up with over 250 stitches on my face and was facing loss of sight in one eye. I looked like Frankenstein. I was teased and laughed at school, and my father told me that I was ruined. No one would ever want me. I was forced to redirect my focus on my lost beauty to who I was inside. I found inner strength and resilience to overcome my predicament. What helped me was that I had a near-death experience, and I also remembered angels holding my head up so I didn't further damage my face. People have asked me and thought that the scars on my face were from an indigenous rite of passage, that they were created intentionally. I can tell you in a way that they are right. It was a modern-day vision quest and a choice to become the phoenix and rise above the ashes. Struggle and overcoming struggle is why we are here, to be burnt to the ground and to rise above the ashes. And we will do this throughout our lifetime. Out of the harshest times in our life is when the greatest growth in our soul occurs. And because change is constant, an inner knowing that this will not last forever, and we will move on to the next chapter, better and wiser than before.
We are going to be moving into a relaxed and calm state of mind. Settle in, breathe, focus on your breath. Slowly breathe in through the nose. Pause. Exhale slowly. You feel your eyes relaxing, closing if you choose. A slow, white, gentle light and energy begins to flow into you, starting from above your crown chakra, passing into and through every cell, atom, and molecule of your body. Anywhere you are needing balance, this energy is transmuting and balancing all aspects of your being. Your entire being is enjoying this process as it is soothing your worries and fears. You can see from this standpoint that you are much bigger than any perceived fear. Move your awareness to your heart center. Breathe and connect to your heart chakra and listen to what your heart is saying to you. Any negative thoughts move into the background because you are larger and wiser than any worries and fears. You remember who you are. Breathe. Listen to or feel what your higher self has to say about your current struggle. Imagine a book that is every timeline you have created, and it is showing you where you are now. This magical book shows you different timelines that you can jump into that offer less struggle and more love, light, joy, peace, and success. You choose to upgrade into a timeline that is better at serving you into being your highest and best version of yourself. You understand moving into a higher vibration, and you will have realizations of old thoughts and programs that no longer serve you, and you shed them. Imagine you are peeling away your old self, and you are ready to jump onto your new timeline that is better at serving the highest and the best for you. This sheet of paper, this timeline, turns into a magic carpet that contains all that there is. And you realize your dreams and successes are now coming into fruition, unencumbered. Anytime you move into worry and fear, you jump back onto your magic carpet and let the old thoughts dissolve into nothing. Once again, aligning yourself with your higher self that is full of confidence and knowing. You are ready to take the ride of your life into who you truly are. Spend a moment experiencing the joy and bliss of moving into who you are. With gained strength and direction, you are no longer fearful of the future and repeating the same old patterns, because you choose a timeline that has moved beyond your perceived limitations. It is time to come back into the present moment, carrying with you the new you. Focus on your feet, allowing Mother Earth to assist you into grounding. You ground yourself back into the present moment. You are refreshed and energized, feeling a calm and knowing. Open your eyes, and when you are ready, move into your day and enjoy your magical carpet ride that is propelling you into who you authentically are. Chexw.